What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another CZN video. And today I'll be showing you guys a team comp that I've used sometimes in the Zero system that unlocks at level 40. Basically what it is it's like a chaos mode that's a little bit harder, actually a lot harder, with much better rewards. You can see I am level 10, so I have been grinding it ever since I unlocked it a couple hours ago. But I'm going to show you guys one of the teams that I use. I don't use this team all the time, but it is very fun to use, which is why I do sometimes use it. And it is going to revolve around Renoa. So this isn't actually the save file that I use, it is this one. And the reason why Renoa is so good is because when you get her ramping and when you can actually generate a lot of bullets, you actually do a ton of damage when you link it up with your ego skill. The only problem is that a lot of the times you take a long time to actually get going. You need to draw into key cards like the Flower of Devoured Fate and stuff like that, and you do need some key epiphanies. But when you do make her work, she's very strong, as you can see. If you actually have her on the right save data, which is not what mine is, but it's pretty good, where you can actually generate a ton of bullets by having, Echo of Sorrow get one every single turn at the start of every turn, and even, having multiple copies of Flower of Devoured Fate, which is what I have 2 copies, you're going to see that you're going to be able to do a ton of damage. You'll be even able to generate up to like 8 bullets at a time, which you'll see in this clip here. And if you do get lucky on your opener, you can get this to happen, and you do have your ego skill up, you'll then be able to unload all these bullets and do a ton of damage to the boss, or even save your runs completely, as you see in this clip here. Now the thing is, this is a lot of ifs, so you do need to actually play her a lot, and also you do need to get pretty lucky in terms of your draws, and also the epiphanies you get. But for the draws, you're going to see that the characters that we pair with her will make it a lot easier with one of them, and the other one will actually give her, a ton more damage. So the first character that I like to pair with her is Ray, and the reason why is because she can actually buff your damage a lot with Resonating Darkness. It makes your bullets hit a lot harder. She also can actually just buff all of your damage in general. So the save data that I actually used is kind of interesting because I got really unlucky on the run, which you'll see at the end of the video. But I did get some okay upgrades. The biggest one obviously is this one that's glowing. We got a pretty good epiphany where we can make this 0 cost, and it just increases damage for void damage. And this works very well, not with just her bullet spam, but Renoa also has some hard hitting abilities based off the bullets you have with her last ditch assault and even her instant judgment. So because of this, Ray is a really good complement to her. She does decent damage, she has some healing, but for the most part she is just here to buff our Renoa's damage. And then the character that we have in the 3rd slot, I think this character is going to be the best alongside Mika, of course, for 4-star supports. It's going to be Nia. So essentially what Nia does is she just heavily buffs your discarding. You can see when you discard a bullet, it counts as an extra attack, so you'll actually heal with elasticity. And with Decibel, you'll see that when you shuffle, everyone will perform an extra attack as well. So you're just performing a ton of extra attacks. And the biggest thing is you're able to draw a lot. And like I said, you do need to draw into your key cards with Renoa. And Nia helps with that a ton because she just has a ton of drawing. And also because she has some discard effects, you can actually discard your bullets, and it just makes it so that you can get your bullets cycling even quicker. Now for the save data, yeah, it's kind of interesting as well. I didn't really get lucky on her either. I was honestly going for epiphanies that would help me clear for the first time, and then I'll upgrade it later because I am really under geared. In fact, if you look at my memory fragments, you can see that everything is still at +0 on all of my characters, even my Renoa, and I pretty much don't have a 4 set because I have 3% crit rate. But with the right setup, with the right epiphanies, you can make anything work in this game, and this team comp as well. And what I actually did is I just put her on a setup that really maximized draws and discards so that I can cycle into her good cards faster. And because you don't mind discarding as much with this team, you're able to see that it's a lot of value because, you don't really care if you discard because a lot of the cards you have in your hand, you want to discard anyways. So you're going to see that this team comp is absolutely crazy when you actually get it going. You're going to see the run now. This is basically done in one of the chaos maps at like level 45-ish. I think I pulled when I forged it or merged it, whatever it's called. But you're going to see that this team does have high potential, but is kind of risky, but it's high risk, high reward, which is why it is really fun to play. Alright, so we're at the last boss of this chaos stage. It's like a level 46 stage. You can see we're not in good shape, but I believe And we do lose our bullet generator, which is very bad. So there's a good chance we die, but I think we might be okay. We do have Renoa's ego skill available early. I just have to break. Ooh, yeah, he's just eating all my good cards. But it's okay. We do break out. I think I have to draw 2. And then I'll discard anything that doesn't heal. This would have been nice, to be honest. But I think we do this because this will heal. And then basically we're just playing to generate bullets, which is going to be very hard. But I think we just have to kind of send it here. Have to just keep generating bullets. And you can kind of see, like, what I was saying. It's very awkward sometimes. You're just sitting on a lot of AP, which feels very wasted a lot of the times. But it is what it is. So we're going to do that. I have to draw something good here. This is such a good card. Yeah, I think I'll just use it. It's kind of risky because basically what I'm doing is kind of just stalling until... Okay, so we do get our cards back. This is very good. So we're going to do this here. We're going to generate a bullet, and then I'll discard 3. Right? Oh, I discard 2. Then I think I just send Ray's ego skill, because it's free. And then I'll be able to draw... Oh, I don't know why I draw it. I have 0 AP. Oh, it works, because I play it, right? All planned. And then... we are going to do this here. Do I have an ability to... Okay, we're gonna do this. Get some draws out. And I think here I can actually send Renoa's ability. Let's see how many bullets I have. So I have 2 in the graveyard, and I have 3 in my deck. I could be a lot more greedy here. I think I'm gonna be greedy, because I don't think we're taking damage on this turn. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is gonna be a huge turn. Yeah. Yes, this is I think I killed the boss here, actually. So you can see, once you actually get ramped, it does require a bit of luck as well. You're gonna be able to just do a crap ton of damage. So I'll discard this one. And I think at this point, I have... Let's see, I have 4 bullets in my graveyard and then 2 in my deck. I think I just have to send it. So we have 7 bullets. You can get even more. I've gotten to like 9, I think, or 8 maybe. But at this point, let me heal a bit. And you're gonna see all these bullets are just gonna go crazy here. Boom, 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 boom. Do about, what is that, 1.5k-ish, which is very good. Not too bad. Let's get sucked in, of course. I hate this boss so much. Guess we buff this one, although I don't even think I'll use it, to be honest. I guess I will, because it's buffed. And this boss should die soon. This is one of the easier bosses, I'd say. Famous last words, or what? Okay, he eats my thing again. That's really frustrating. Oh, this kills. Okay. Well, there you go. So kind of scuffed. Like, this is a boss that kind of counters Renoa. Makes it really hard because he can screw up your chaining a lot. But you're able to see that this comp is pretty good. You know, you kind of have to rely on a really good setup, but if you're not getting bursted, you should be fine for the most part. And, you know, it is kind of scary. Ooh, this is such a good card. Actually, no, it's not, because you don't exhaust. I think I'll just end up slapping this on Nia because I don't really have that many upgrade cards in this build, so I'll just put it on her, and yeah, it's gonna just beat whatever I had, which was pretty useless. But yeah, you can see that this comp is pretty decent, and you know, there is some RNG, but for the most part, I enjoy playing it. I don't play it all the time, but it's fun to play sometimes. But for pushing harder stages, you do have to kind of get some good epiphanies early, but when you do, it starts rolling and doing a lot of damage. But thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.